Yo, what's going on, guys? I don't think anybody's joined up, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyway, just because. Like I said, every 2 weeks we like to ultrasound girls here. So that being said, figured why not go live and create some content for you guys. Figured out how to turn. It was easy, but figured out how to turn the YouTube live stuff horizontally, so that way you guys can get a better view. Maybe easier if you're watching on the phone to do that. Some cool stuff for the channel. I got we had our little family quote unquote Christmas, and everybody kept asking me what I wanted. I was like, I don't really want anything this year. And they were like, go on Amazon, make a wish list. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I got some sensor pushes. If you guys aren't familiar with this, Delante put me on this. Basically, you plug it in and you put these sensors in whichever rooms as long as they reach, and it'll send you notifications to your phone if you ever, as far as temperature goes. So let's just say your room drops temp, let's say, for me, I got a mini split put in here, and obviously I have thermostats and things like that, and I have this for the Simply Safe that sends me notifications as far as if temp drops, too low. Well, this will do the same thing. It's just an extra, I guess, set of eyes or whatever you want to call it. It just, for my sense of mind, I guess I don't even know, but it's basically for for me, like a backup, and make sure that I 100% do not forget to come check on something if my AC fails or my heater fails or whatever. I'm gonna put one in this room, and then I'm gonna put one in the rat room. That way, when I'm gone, like if I'm gone on vacation, it'll send updates directly to my phone, be like, hey, look, your temperature dropped below 75 degrees. And, basically then I'll call somebody local and be like, hey, go check my stuff out for me. So that's good. And then picked up a thermal label printer for printing labels, obviously. Making labels for the snakes is going to be super, super easy. Excited for that because, that way I don't have to go up to the shop or the FedEx place and wait in line until I get my label printed, so I can do that here. And then really what I was most excited for, I got one of these Milwaukee digital temp guns, infrared guns. So mine, this is my old one right here, just one you buy on Amazon, pretty cheap, and I mean it's a huge difference. And it uses M12 batteries, and I actually have the M12 series for the tools, so it worked out for me. I mean, this thing is so accurate. It's really, really awesome. It's just very, very accurate as far as, what it's reading. So super excited there. Picked up some stuff beneficial for the snake room. So can't complain there. Like I said, we're going to be ultrasounding some females today. It's been right at 2 weeks. I like to ultrasound my females every 2 weeks. Have a few sheds stuck out that I'm letting dry. This is the Yellow Belly Stranger. What's up, 5-0? How's it going, man? Appreciate you stopping in and saying what's up. Like I said, any of you guys want to join in and, sit back and relax, feel free. I just figured I might as well record this. I might as well go live at this point since we do have the Starlink up and running, and I have the ability to go live. So I feel like, why not, But anyway, this is the Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger. Het Clown Boy, Posset Monsoon. So I figured out I got to go ahead and start saving his shed because, when the monsoon test does come out, I want him to be my first ones that I send, with the first batch. So he did a pretty good shed here. It's all dried now, so we're going to be putting that in the shed thing. I will recommend you guys, if you do not already save your sheds, go ahead and start saving them because I waited too long, and now I'm like playing pickup or catch up, I guess you could say. So like I'm trying to save every shed I can, but some of the males that I wanted to shed test over here, I can't get a shed because they're not in shed. They're not going in the shed. So I'm playing like the waiting game as far as until they're going to shed again. So now I'm trying to be proactive. Right here we have the Pastel Red Stripe Posset Monsoon female. It's nice and dry now. So we're going to go ahead and save that because I'd definitely like to test her. She's an adult. She just shed out yesterday. She's looking good, so hopefully she went last year for us to a het male, didn't prove off of 7 eggs, so really, really hoping that it was just bad luck. I mean, you tell she's got some really whacked out pattern, but she's going to be going to the Stranger Yellow Belly Spot Nose Het Clown Posset Monsoon male in hopes of hitting the Red Stripe Yellow Belly Spot Nose Monsoon or I guess stranger involved in that as well, it'd be crazy. I don't even want to understand that. I mean, that's just like almost a Pompeii, but the monsoon form. So pretty cool there. We'll show this, threw this male in yesterday and see what he's doing. He's trying. He is trying. He's all snuggled up with her. But I'm trying to get this. So that's the yellow belly, spot nose stranger het clown, Posset monsoon boy, with the hypo het clown female. And she locked last time with the pastel super GHI chocolate het clown male. And this was right at a little over a month ago. So I'm trying to get him involved with her so that way he can steal the clutch, hopefully, from that male. But, you know, super excited. Hopefully he locks her. He's been in the tub with her for almost a day now. And if you guys know, I like to keep my males in with my females for a total of 3 days, you know, just because it gives them lots of opportunity to lock. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys in the tripod here. Oop, shoot. Wrong way. See if I can get this. Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, I definitely messed up here. Oh well. Should have started the video on the other side, but we're going to see if we can make it work. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Usually I start the videos a little better, but I think I messed up on this one. Let's see if we can make it work. Yeah, hopefully the phone doesn't just jump out of there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just leave you right there. I know it's not the perfect angle, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these sheds in here. That way I don't have to worry about that. And we'll start ultrasounding some females. I gotta clean rats today too, which is definitely gonna be interesting because we got a ton of them. I usually just fold my sheds. Some people just barely put a little piece in there, which I mean is good and all if you know you have 100% good shed, but you know, for me, I'm just gonna put, you know, half the shed in there if I have it, because they can pick and choose, you know, what piece of the shed they want to use. And I mean, that right there versus a little chunk is not going to make a difference in shipping. I mean, that's like the definition between ounces, you know. I mean, there's just nothing there. So let's go ahead, put this sticker on here. So just like that in there, and then you'll send that whenever you make your label, you put that in the box. Let's do the same thing with the stranger. So like on something like this, when I have a giant shed, you know, I'm not gonna put this whole thing in there. So basically I'll go down to the corner here where it gets thick, pull this off there, and then probably come down to when it starts getting small again, it's crinkled up, and I'll pull there. And then I'll use this big piece right here. Basically this, I'll just roll it once or twice, try not to mess it up too much. Just enough to fit it in this small little bag right here. Do this, like that. Pull all the air out of it. So I'll come over here and push it against my chest, make sure there's no air in it. And it's perfect. And then I come over here. I know I can't show you because I started the freaking live opposite way. And my volume is on where the phone gets held, so I can't really push it down and move it. But I'll take a piece of painter's tape like this, and I'll write down, I'll stick it down on the table, and I'll write down the snake and then what I'm testing for. So on this one, this is going to be the yellow belly spot stranger het clown Posset monsoon. That way I know, you know, when they send this back, you know, I know exactly what this animal is. Because I don't want to be, you know, playing figure out which snake is which whenever I'm sending shed test off, because it's just not very smart. So put them in here like this, close this back up, and good to roll. And anything else left over from the sheds, like these little pieces right here, I'll just throw them out. So no reason in keeping them. All right, let's go ahead and get this ultrasound machine set up and ready to roll. Move some of this other stuff out of the way. Need to go get the the old shit tub, get it ready. This. This right here. Get my tub. Just plug in right here. That. And then you got the old foot pedal right here. This definitely is amazing to have when you're a one-man operation. I can tell you that right now. If you have an ultrasound machine and you don't have one of these, you're missing out. Because it just makes life 10 times easier. Especially when you're trying to record, set all this up, do everything. And I'll just run this over to the side. That way, it's a little bit easier for me. So we'll do this right here. This will sit out. Let's turn this camera over. Like that. I know it's not the straightest thing, but that's just gonna have to work. I think that's good enough here for you guys. All right, now I'm going to start this up. And if any of you guys are asking, this is from Breeder Circle. I mean, I think I ended up paying like a little over $2,000 for it, but I can tell you right now, if you're on the verge about getting an ultrasound or not, 1000% get it if you're trying to make money and you consider the snakes an investment for you. It's well worth it. I'm telling you right now, this thing is. Within the first half of the season when I first got this 2 years ago, it already paid for itself because there was 2 clutches that there's just no way that I was going to have unless I would have had this. So, all right, let's go grab a female, see what we have here. I'm going to go ahead and start with a few of these small girls because I know they've been on the cool side for a hot minute. See if I can get you guys a little bit better of an angle here. Something like that. Should be all right. So right here, this is just a vanilla 100% het DG. And this girl is showing some good signs. She had some good follicles before. But now we're gonna be checking her before we get a male to her. So layer up everything. Reminds me of welding. Layer a nice bead of ultrasound gel. And let's see what we got here. Start right there. There they are. Right there. Cool. That was easy enough. Take a paper towel. Lay this down, and then grab another paper towel and wipe her off while we're here. We're gonna put her back. She's definitely waiting for a male, so come over here. It's kind of hard to see on this picture, but she's got a lot of follicles, so I'm gonna go over here to measure. And we're gonna go top one. They're about 8.5 millimeters. What's up, Ken? How's it going? So, I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but that's what a bunch of follicles look like. They look like little black dots. Is literally exactly what they look like. See if I can get you guys a little bit better of an angle there. So, it's exactly what a bunch of follicles look like. Like you said over there, 8.6. Measured this top big follicle from top to bottom. And yeah, that's exactly what you do. And you know the difference between follicles because follicles are going to be black. They're going to be pretty solid unless they turn into actual eggs, which, you know, I don't have any females that are that far along yet, but once, you know, here in the next probably couple months while we're doing this, I'll be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. And then I'll show you here in just a little bit from a female that's pretty heavy on food right now. I'll show you what shit looks like versus a follicle, because you can tell 100%. And you can tell what the difference between an organ and shit and follicles. It's pretty easy once you see it. But I'll show you guys. So that's her right there. She's around 9 millimeters, which for me is a plus because, you know, this girl basically, you know, is barely even 2 years old, not even for me. And she's showing great signs. So I'm gonna try to turn this a little bit for you guys. Pull this out. See if that looks a little bit, yeah, it looks a little bit better. So that right there, first female, right around 9 millimeters. That means that she's basically waiting for a male. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, because she's been around the 5 to 7 the past 2 weeks, and then made the jump. I'm gonna just say that she's waiting on a lock to kind of really set in, and you know, that's usually the case from what I've understood. Let's see here. Not worried about that girl. Let's look at this cinnamon head puzzle. This female's kind of shifted. I think she's trying to digest some food. She shifted from the cold side to the warm side of the tub here recently, so it's hard for you to see her. She's a big mama. She's a mean little shit too. All right, so it's just a pain in the ass when you're a one-man show. Tell you guys that right now. So ultrasound gel off Amazon. Layer the wand. Nice and good. Like that. Put this up, make sure your snake's not gonna bite you in the face, because she's looking at it. This girl's a big mama. I mean, she's put on a lot of size this last year. She laid Little Cypress Stranger Hip Puzzle male. She only went to the GHI. It's not follicles there. That's too, it's gonna be too far down. Maybe I'm too far down. I think I just shouldn't see her tail correctly. See, sometimes even if you do this all the time, it's still sometimes hard. There they are. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get me excited. She's grown for sure. Where's the thing? There it is. Oh yeah, this girl's grown for sure. That is exciting. That is exciting. Doesn't get much more exciting than that when you're a snake keeper and you're ultrasounding your females and you see from 2 weeks ago she's grown substantially. I mean, that's awesome. Let's go over here. Right in there. Set. That's awesome. It's right at 11.5 millimeters. She was like, I think she was like 7.5, 8 before. She's jumped up almost 3. That's amazing for her, because really she's not set to lay until, let me see when she laid last. She laid 3/13/23. So that means technically, you know, she's probably not going to lay until, or really start growing, you know, huge follicles until end of January, but she may end up going a few months early, it looks like. So that's exciting there. Like I said, this girl's, in my opinion, could be the coolest, you know, pairing of this season as far as the puzzle go, because she's huge. I mean, this girl is really beefy and she's an asshole. But I mean, that's a big mama right there. I mean, I can't even fit her in the you know, camera, I guess you could say, but that's a big girl. And she lays good clutches too. So she's, like I said, she's probably doubled in size since the last clutch that she laid. So I'm expecting, hopefully, we get 10 eggs this season, which would be huge from her. And she's strictly going to the Pastel Cypress Stranger Het Puzzle. I mean, nothing else is getting. Yeah, she is for sure, Derek. She's definitely dark. She produced some crazy babies. Here, I'll show you what she produced last season. I mean, this girl's in shed, but make sure she doesn't try to snag me. But she produced this wacky looking animal. Look at that. Look at that animal. That's what she produced last season, along with 2 other puzzles. I mean, that right there is a beauty. She's in shed, but I mean, that right there is wicked. And she produced this. I mean, this girl right here, I'm telling you right now, this girl's well over 650, 700 grams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, she's wicked. I think she's a visual puzzle. She just got some really crazy paradoxing going on. She's staying here regardless. I mean, she's not going anywhere. So, and she's a monster. I mean, when I say monster, this girl hasn't missed a meal. She's in a pretty good-sized tub, and she's ready for an upgrade pretty soon. So, excited to have her in the holdback racks. But like I said, I'm most excited that she's going to the Pastel Cypress Stranger strictly this year. She's not touching another male, so there's no other chances of a male. There's no other chances that a male. Hold on, somebody text me, guys. Let me. Sorry about that, but yeah, there's no other chances of a male taking her because she's only going to the stranger combo. And the cool thing is he's already locked her. Obviously she's growing some follicles, which we see here, but I mean they locked for well over 2 days. So I mean he's definitely matured, a good bit, and just super excited there. So let's see who we want to ultrasound next. Not going to worry about this special het monsoon girl because she just started building. Probably get her the next time we do this in 2 weeks. We're gonna check this girl because she's been back on food for me, and could be really nice. I'm again waiting for a male for her, but so right here we have a pastel inchy double het DG clown female. Picked her up from Fireball, probably I don't know, year and a half ago. Got her as a baby, and she's just a big girl now. I mean, she's back on food for me. She's been on the cold side of the tub. She's, I would say, probably around 1,800, 1,700 grams, if I had to guess. And just excited to have this project going this season because all the females I had last season for the DG Clown were all really young, didn't show any signs. This season, everybody is showing signs of follicles already, even the small girls. So very, very excited. Let's see here. Let's check her out. She'll go crazy too, so I gotta, as you see. And this is the problems with the one-man show. And you one-man guys or girls can attest to this. Keeping the females from going absolutely berserk once they realize that you're trying to get them situated is always the hardest. Let's see here. There they are. Right there. They're not very big, but that's a huge plus because she's never showed follicles for me before. I'm not going to even worry about freezing that, but you guys see it on the camera right there. They're right up in there. Sometimes a little hard to see, but they're definitely there. There they are. She's only got, no, she's got like 6 or something. But she's definitely got some good follicles, so definitely excited, to have her going. Let's go. Make sure you always wipe your females off because if you don't, this stuff isn't technically bad for them. But let's be honest, you don't want to leave something on your snakes. So that's good from her. I want to say right now, just off my experience, that's probably anywhere between 4 to 6 millimeter follicles, which again is good for her because she's never shown any signs before. Really, a lot of these girls are just waiting for a male. When you pair them up and they lock, they're going to shoot through the roof as far as follicle growth. I mean, it's just kind of how it goes that I've learned. All right, next up, we're going to check, you know what? We're going to go and check this girl just because I need to clean her tub out because I forgot her yesterday or the day before when we did the tub cleaning deal. So right here is the sister to the, let me see. I think this is hard. just getting everything situated. But this is the sister to the female that went last season for us. She is just the big GHI het puzzle female. The sister is a GHI yellow belly as of now until we can prove her out. This is the sister to her, and she's always been a finicky eater for her. You know, she's never really ate for us like crazy, but she's been, she ate last week. She's been kind of on a roll, and I know she's been building some follicles, so we're going to test her and see. Yeah, I agree. What Mel Glamour said, so I will be pairing the, which I'll show you him here in just, actually I'll show you right now, might as well. He's in shed, so I'm not going to jack with him, but she will be going to him, which he is in shed, obviously, but he's a pastel cypress stranger het puzzle. So everything as far as puzzle projects, I know Jonathan and I are talking about picking up another male to work toward the puzzle project. But as of now, that male is going to be going to everything because we still want to get some stranger puzzle holdbacks, you know, for the next season. So I'm excited because, you know, this girl, obviously dark. She's really, really dark for a GHI. And if she decides to go this year, I mean, you're talking, you know, we missed the pastel. Even if we hit the pastel, but I mean, if we missed it, you're talking a GHI, Cypress, stranger puzzle, which would be absolutely nuts. I mean, I don't even want to understand what that would look like. It would probably look insane, you know, so super excited there. Let's see what she's got. She had about 10 millimeters or 8 millimeters or so before 2 weeks ago. Like I said, she's not the strongest feeder. You know, she's perfectly the size. She's old enough, but she's just not the strongest feeder. And sometimes you'll run into that. Yeah, there they are right there. Those are actually a pretty good size. Those are around, I'm not going to be able to keep her still, but yeah, those are right around probably 7, 8 millimeters. So that's actually really good. She's probably ready for a lock. So I'm not going to worry about keeping her still. Like I said, when you do this as often as I do, or, you know, other people do, you just kind of know what the roundabout size of follicle looks like. You know, it's being small. I mean, it's just kind of, it's pretty easy at that point, but that's good for her. She's showing some good signs. Said she'll be going to the pastel cypress stranger het puzzle male this season. All right, let's look at this girl. This girl is the definition of a biatch. So right here we have a pastel clown. She has locked. She was the first lock that I ever recorded for the spot nose yellow belly stranger het clown posset monsoon male, and so pretty cool there. She's almost due for another lock. She's like 4 days away from being due. So as soon as that stranger male gets pulled out of that hypo het clown tub, he'll get fed a meal or two, and then 4 days later, he'll go into this girl's tub, hopefully get a second lock on her. And, you know, she's been stuck like that on the cold side of the tub. So interested to see. She's went off food for me a little bit, which is, you know, not the ideal situation. But what I've learned is they'll do this when they first start building. They'll go off food for you. Even if you lock them, most females will go off food for, you know, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. You get that second lock on them and they really start building. They get over that 15 millimeter mark. They'll just turn into absolute monster feeders. I mean, they won't miss a meal. You could feed them 4 times a day and they would eat if you really wanted to. So we're going to check her out. This girl will try to get me. So I got to make sure I don't lose my finger, but let's see here. She's going to be hard because she goes berserk. Easy, mama. No, we're not doing this today. No, we're not doing this today. Unfortunately, I don't want to do this with you. Alright, somewhere around here. There they are right there. There's a bunch of them in there. Not going to worry about stopping it. I'll try to find them again for you guys right there. Those are probably around, you know, 5 to 7, something like that. Like I said, she's early, really early on her season, but it never hurts, especially when you have a young male. You want to get that male in with the females as much as you possibly can. Now, I'm not meaning, you know, just keep throwing him in different tubs with females every single week or, you know, multiple times a week. Keep him on his schedule because that's what he's going to remember. You know, so when you have a male, you know, do the exact same thing. He goes in with, you know, one female for 3 days at a time, even if he locks, he doesn't, pull him out, give him a meal, offer him a meal, give him, you know, 1 or 2 days after the meal, and then throw him back in with another female. And as long as he's eating, and if he's locking, you know, I like to give my males a break. Like I said, every 3rd week or every 4th week in the, you know, in that month, I give him a break, so he gets a week break, and it seems to work for me. You know, and everybody who's tried it, I know Jonathan, that's what he does. He's been doing it for 20-something years, never had a problem, had a really good success rate with clutches. That's my personal opinion on it. So if you're looking for a really solid plan for your males and females, stick by that rule. Let's see, what do we want to try here? Trying to figure out who. This girl just started breeding, but we'll check her just to see. You never know. That's one thing I've learned is even if you know, females have laid, you know, I mean, 6-7 months ago, I've learned the hard way that if they're ready to breed, they're going to start showing some signs. And that girl is wrapped completely around that bowl. You know, she's been like that for, I don't know, 2.5 weeks. So why not just check her? I mean, it's not going to hurt. It takes 5 minutes of your time. And sometimes you never know. I mean, I could ultrasound this girl right here, and she could have 25 millimeters. And there's just, I mean, you know, there's nothing you can do about it besides throw a male in. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's definitely what I've learned this season, especially with smaller girls. I wasn't going to ultrasound any of the small girls we have here until I realized that most of them have over 10 millimeter follicles. So it's pretty crazy. Easy more. Let's see here. She's been eating some good meals. She goes crazy as well, so let's see what we can do. Probably somewhere right around here. That's her organ right there. See that? That's one of her organs. There's another one right there. Or that's shit, one of the two. Oh God. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Holy smokes. See what I'm saying? Look at those follicles. Holy shit. This girl literally just 2 weeks ago was not even on the cold side of the tub. Look at those follicles. I know you see them on the screen right there. I know it's hard to see from this far away, but those are good follicles. She hasn't been paired this season. I mean, she's not even supposed to be technically going for another. Let me go look at her clutch card. Let me see. She laid. Look over here on the incubator. I mean, those are some great follicles. Let's pull her thing up. This may be the one that I did right now, of course. Anyway, she went like not long ago, guys. I'm telling you right now, this is one of her babies. Okay, this is the size of her baby. I mean, that's the size of her last baby. She only had 3 eggs because the other eggs weren't viable. And now look at her. She's probably got, I'm gonna say, close to 12 millimeter follicles. I mean, and that baby right there is 250 grams. You know, and I don't miss meals on any of my snakes. My snakes get fed once or twice a week, 2 small meals on ASF. They grow like crazy. Look at her. That's crazy. Come on. And that's the perfect example of always check your females. I'm telling you, I would not have checked her at all for probably another 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, she may have completely missed her window. If she's really ready to go, like she's proven that she is, she could jump from this size right here that you see on the screen to, you know, 30 plus within a week if she really wanted to. So we're gonna go over here. Set. Yeah, that's 11.5 millimeter follicles. I mean, that's absolutely insane. And she literally laid a clutch, you know, not very long ago. So that just goes to prove, always check your females. She's ready for a lock, so I can tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. This male right here, the Pastel Cypress Stranger Het Puzzle male, as soon as he sheds out, and I offer one more meal, because he's one of those males that's, you know, relatively picky. So I'm going to offer as many meals as I can before his next lock. Offer him a meal. He takes it. Cool. Give him 2 days. If he doesn't, he's going out and he's going in this GHI Yellow Belly Het Puzzle tub. And like I said, that girl could go as quick as, you know, I mean, she could be ovulating, you know, mid-January if I had to guess, the way she's going now. So another puzzle project female that's bowl wrapping that I need to ultrasound. This girl's going to be really cool to see what's going on here. Again, sorry guys if this isn't the greatest angle, but you're just going to have to work with it because, you know, it's just what we got. unless somebody wants to come and help me film, which there's hardly anybody around the area. The only person that I would, you know, let in here are, you know, really an hour plus away. Hey, we're actually, Jonathan's sending down some snakes Monday or Tuesday for giveaways. I think there's like 6 of them that are coming down, either between 4 to 6 snakes. 2 of them are for the Instagram giveaway that we're still looking to get done, that's been going on for almost a year now. If you're not familiar with it, basically go on my Instagram at Hook'em Royals and follow the steps. You win 2 free snakes, shipping's included. But there's some other snakes that we're gonna be doing some YouTube exclusive giveaways with. Some of them are, I think one of them, we have a few Super GHI Posset puzzle males that have some crazy markers on them. We have some really cool pied animals. You know, I mean, it just depends on what he sends, but whatever he sends, we're doing giveaways because it's not worth us feeding them anymore. So, that being said, this is a pewter phantom. Pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, she's a pewter phantom Mojave het puzzle. Okay. And as you see, she's bull wrapping. Let's see what she's got here. I'd like to just get her to stay still for me, but she's showing me her backbone, so that's not good. Kind of hard to. I'm gonna have to pull her out. Girl, I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me, please. I know you don't want to, but I think there's some follicles in there. Okay, there they are. They're small, but oh no, they're not small at all. Holy shit, those are big. Damn, there's some good follicles right there. Well, again, perfect example. This girl showed no signs 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden now she's got over 10 millimeter follicles in a matter of a week and a half, or a week and almost 2 weeks, I guess you could say. So we're gonna put this down, and put her back up, wipe her off. Let's see here. Get her wiped down, put her back in the tub. She's ready for her lock. So that stranger male is going to have his hands full. Like I said, this ultrasound is going to play a huge role because without it, there's just no way that I would be able to use this one male. Yeah, she's got 11.5 millimeter follicles, so that's not bad there. You know, she's ready for her lock, so not bad. 1128. We'll go ahead and try this girl. I know she's got some good follicles as well. She will go absolute berserk, so got my hands full with her. Super Pastel, Phantom, Mojave, Wookie, Pinstripe het puzzle. Basically a patternless snake. You know, it's just crazy. This is the girl that Jonathan sent down, and she ovulated in the bag from the previous, I guess, seller. And we had some crazy snakes that we had no clue what they were. So. She's going to go berserko here in just a second, so enjoy the show. Come on, girl, stay still, please. It's hard to tell because any little slight move she makes is going to basically reset me. So let's put some more stuff on here. She's got a lot of turd in her too. Nothing as of now. I think I need to go up with just a tiny bit. She's literally creased right where I need to be too. Girl, calm down. Calm down. Come on, stay still. Stay still. No. So this is one of these girls that may not even be able to ultrasound because as much as she moves, there they are. Oh, there they were, of course. There they are. Okay, well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they're there. Probably around 8 to 10 millimeters. A little bit smaller than both the other girls, so I'm not really worried. She's already locked the stranger once, so she's probably another week, I think, until she needs to get locked again. And she's coming over here to pick a fight. Easy there, mama. Easy there, mama. That's why I use this, just to make sure I don't get slapped in the face. But, like I said, she's literally just waiting for her next lock, which is probably going to come sooner than later. But she's not ready for it. Probably for another 2 weeks, if I had to guess, because I'm going to try to get these other 2 females in before her. Let's see what this girl's doing. Okay. Alright, we've got a lot of crap over here. I hope one of these days I can find somebody that's pretty local to come out and help with some of this stuff, because ultrasounding females by yourself is for the birds. It's like impossible. Especially when you don't have the awesomest setup for this thing. Let's see here. What's up, Celtic? How's it going, man? Glad you could join up. Like I said, just decided to do this last second. Why not? You know, why not show you guys a little bit more ultrasound content? I know a lot of you guys are interested in possibly buying one for your season and all this, so we're gonna see what I can show you. There's some follicles there, but she's got a lot of shit built up. There they are, right there at the top. You can kind of see them right there. But again, all this back underneath there, all this white stuff, it's all shit. Because she's a big time feeder and she hasn't had a bowel movement yet. See, there they are right there. There's those follicles right there. But most of this down under here is all shit or piss or whatever you want to call it. But then you come down here more and it gets even crazier. She's got a lot of follicles. Wow. She's got a lot of follicles. Like, I mean, that's over 10 right there. That's crazy. She's just starting to build as well, so super exciting there. This girl's a super pastel lesser het puzzle. She's a beast. I mean, none of my snakes, I'm going to be honest with you, none of my snakes miss meals. I mean, they are absolute monsters. You know, they never miss. And they eat amazing. They grow amazing. I mean, this girl, Jonathan sent this girl right here, super pastel lesser. Yeah, man, feel free. Come on, fly in for Arlington one of these days, and I'll bring you out and we can take a look, and I'll show you some tips and tricks on as far as breeding goes, from what I personally know. We're gonna check this girl just in case. She reabsorbed on me earlier this year, but why not? Let's see here. Okay, so this right here is an Inchy DG. She absorbed this season for me earlier this year, but you know, we've had girls absorb here. I mean, the other 2 girls in the Monsoon Project absorbed, and they're already back building follicles, so we're gonna go ahead and check her anyway, because like I said before, rather be safe than sorry. It's just how it is. They're animals. They can do whatever they want. We're just trying to help them out, I guess you could say. Let's see here. Easy mom. Somewhere right around in there, probably. Yep. Oh, look at that. Boom. Reabsorbed. Look at those follicles. Look at that. See all those right there, guys? Yeah. This female absorbed for me not even 4 months ago. And look at her. She's got 10 to 12 millimeter follicles all the way down. And literally, you know, would not eat. Got back on food. Been slamming food ever since. And boom. There we go. So, Inchy DG. Now, some of you may be asking, what are you going to breed this to? What are you going to breed this girl to? Right now, really don't know. I'm really thinking. I know you guys have seen the Stranger DG clowns. You know, they're still worth a lot of money. You know, the yellow belly spot nose stranger het clown. Obviously he's a het, not a visual, but I'm thinking if this girl keeps building the way she's building, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to pair him to her, because I mean, you're talking, you hit the all gene, you hit a yellow belly spot nose stranger inchy het DG Posset Clown, Posset Monsoon, if he ends up proving het Monsoon. I think that to me, you can't beat that. That's holdback central. Literally everything that has stranger or a wacky pattern is getting held back until we have the Monsoon test. That's huge right here, guys. I mean, to have this girl rebuilding already after she absorbed earlier this season, you know, I'm telling you, once you figure out your animals, you know, it took me really, this is the first season that I think I figured out, you know, the animals, I guess you could say, the snakes. And once you figure them out, it's like clockwork, really. This girl's shifted. This girl shifted from the cold side, hardcore cold side, to the warm side. I think she's about to have a bowel movement, which is pretty good indication. Whenever they switch from cold to warm, they'll usually do that to get the extra heat, you know, to have the bowel movement, and then they'll usually shift back to the cold side. That's what I've learned. And this girl, monster feeder, picked her up from Walker, Texas Ranger Reptiles over in Arlington. Showed up there, bought some ASF from him. He had this girl. I was like, you know, she's a vanilla hypo, so not anything quote unquote crazy, but she's going to be going to the yellow belly spot nose stranger het clown Posset Monsoon boy. Hopefully we can hit a, you know, obviously a yellow belly spot nose stranger vanilla het hypo, and then Posset clown Posset Monsoon. You know, it would be awesome to push that project. So that's her. And go ahead and take all this off. Grab the old handy dandy gel. And hopefully she doesn't try to get me, because she is an animal. When I say animal, like, she never misses a meal. And she'll come flying out of the tub. She's one of my craziest eaters that I have. So get the nice bead laid on the on the ultrasound thing, and let's see where she's at. I said she shifted. So she's got a lot of shit. So all this right here, guys, you see this on this white stuff? That's all shit. All that is shit. And sometimes it'll maneuver your follicles around. All this right here that you're seeing on the ultrasound, that's all shit right there. Shit and piss. That's not follicles. See how it's all cloudy looking? She's an amazing eater. She just hasn't had a bowel movement yet. So that's what it looks like. And it's going to be hard for me to find her follicles. I know she's got, you know, anywhere between 10 to 15 millimeters probably right now. But she's just got so much shit built up that I'm not going to be able to see them. And that's the hard thing. When you have females that are crazy eaters in the middle of breeding season, unless they have a fresh bowel movement and you can catch them, it's almost impossible to find the follicles. So we're not even going to worry about her. I just wanted to show you guys this because, as you see, all this that you're seeing on the camera right here is all shit. It's not follicles. So don't make that mistake, because I've done that. Literally my first season, I was like, oh my God, every female that I have, you know, they've got freaking eggs in there. And sure enough, it's all shit. So it's just one of those life lessons you got to learn when you first get the ultrasound. But she's got follicles. I know she does, because I checked her 2 weeks ago. She had around 10 to 12, I think. So I'm assuming she probably has somewhere around the 15, 17 range, if I had to guess. She locked up. So that's always good. And she shifted to the other side of the tub. We're going to go and check this girl, because she has been on the cold side. I didn't really think anything of it. But Jonathan is shipping down the Clown Pie project. So right here, she's got a little bit of stuck shed, as you see right here. I don't worry about it if it's just a little bit on top, you know, as long as she doesn't have eye caps, I don't worry about it. Excuse me. But right here we just have a big proven normal double het Clown Pied. Picked her up from Kyle as well when I picked up the hypo het Clown Girl. Couldn't say no to the price. I mean, the price was insane. I just couldn't say no. And, you know, you can never have too many double het females, let's be honest. The only way you can have too many double het females is if you're replacing them with double visuals. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. Let's see what she's got. She's been on the cold side. She's a monster eater as well. And let's see. Let's see her over here. She lays 2 10 egg clutches, so it's amazing. And she's gonna go absolute berserk. So I'm gonna try to get her quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's some big follicles. Wow. That's big. That's bigger than what any of the females have right now. Okay. Well, now you know. So I'm saying you always gotta check your females. You have to check them. I wasn't even gonna worry about checking this girl. She's got over around 15 millimeter follicles, and literally she hasn't done anything. She just got here. She's been pounding food, and lo and behold, she's ready to roll. We're gonna put her up so she doesn't go crazy. We're gonna come over here and I'll show you guys what I do. So pull this right there. Okay, see those follicles? Like I said, go down here. Yeah, man, you can't go wrong. We're in the situation now where I think Jonathan's going to ship down 2 proven males. One's a double het male, one's a visual het. Kevin has a OD clown pied male. You know, and if you guys know Kevin, you know, he's pretty local to me. We've, you know, done a lot of stuff together as far as business and snakes, and, you know, super excited that he's pretty close. Like I said, he's got an OD clown pied male. He's a baby, but, you know, we're trying to figure out what we want to do. And let's see here. So right up there, set, go down, right at 12 millimeters. So that's pretty cool there. And she's the biggest that we've seen so far. And like I said, just picked her up not long ago. I mean, maybe a month and a half ago, picked her up. As soon as she got here, I mean, both those girls have been just slamming food. So it's always good to know. And like I said, she's a 10 egg layer. She's laid multiple 10 egg clutches for Kyle. So exciting to think about for sure, because get her here, get her going, and all of a sudden she lays a clutch for us a couple months in. Cannot beat that. So let's go grab the next snake. We're going to go ahead and check this girl. She's got, I'm going to clean her tub out as well. It's probably the prettiest snake I own in this collection. I can't lie. Pastave ultramel female. And she's been slamming food. She had some follicles before, but nothing crazy. We're going to check her out to see if she is... haven't seen her on the cold side of the tub. If you guys don't know, if your females are on the cold side of the tub, it's usually a very good indication that they're starting to build. But then again, I've had females that I've never seen on the cold side of the tub that ended up laying clutches. So I wouldn't 100%, you know, bet on that. That's why you need an ultrasound. Ultrasounds are so important because, you know, you can think you know your animal, and at the end of the day, she's an animal or he's an animal, and there's just no way of knowing. So, come on, big mama. Let's go check you out right here. See if you got the goods. She's being still right now. Oh, of course, I messed up. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, some great follicles. Look at those. Those are very nice. Okay, well, just like that, got follicles. And again, 2 weeks ago, not much. So she's grown quite a bit. That's right about 11.5 millimeter follicles right there. So again, guys, you have to check your females. If you don't check your females, you're not gonna know. And that's why you need an ultrasound, because you're never gonna know. I mean, you can be the world's best palpitator or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can think you know your animals so well. This girl has never once been on the cold side of the tub. I mean, never once have I caught her on the cold side. She's been slamming food, but never once on the cold side of the tub. I would have thought there's no way that she's building follicles, because 2 weeks ago she didn't really have anything. And sure enough, this week, or I guess this time we ultrasound her, you know, she's got over 10 millimeter follicles. And she's beautiful. I mean, prettiest snake, in my personal opinion, that I have. You know, so that's really cool, because she's going to the clown head ultramel from Ozzy, and he's a beast. I mean a beast. He doesn't miss a meal. He doesn't miss a lock. You know, he's on rotation to touch any girl that I need as far as the Ultramel Clown project goes. And that's awesome, because he hasn't had a lock in a hot minute, and she hasn't been locked up yet. Well, actually, she has 11, 22, 23. So yeah, I guess she has been. So here in the next week or two, she will get locked up again. and maybe that's what jump started her. So let's look down here. This girl I'm excited for. Okay, so this is the girl that I was just talking to you guys about when I was telling you I've had females not even touch the cold side of the tub and completely lay a healthy clutch. Excuse me. This female right here, Jonathan, shipped her down early last season. Okay, she's a, let's pull this off. She's a black pastel pied posset clown, and she didn't go to a male that had, you know, anything het clown or whatnot, so there's no way of telling. I just picked her shed up yesterday, so when we do shed test, you know, if we haven't proved her out by then, we definitely can. But this girl, she's, you know, was small. She's finally growing. She's probably, you know, 1,500-1,600 grams now, and she never once touched the cold side when I opened the tub. Now, she could have done it in the middle of the night whenever I wasn't here and got back in the hide, but this girl definitely did not, as far as me, ever see her. And she laid, you know, she was 1,100 grams, and she laid 3 healthy eggs. This season, she's put on some pounds. You know, she's a lot healthier. You know, she's probably put on 300 grams before she even starts building. She'll kind of go off food. She's been off food for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. She'll go off food just like this, and then all of a sudden she'll take a lock, and she'll get over that 15 millimeter, 20 millimeter mark, and she'll just turn into a beast. I think before she laid last year, she was well over 1,300 grams, so she put on 250 grams before she laid. This year, I'm hoping that, you know, she's close to 1,500 or a little more now. I'm hoping that she gets up to 1,800 or so before she lays, which would be awesome to ensure that she has a healthy clutch. But again, I never see her on the cold side of the tub. So in my personal opinion, I never thought that she was growing follicles. Well, now we're going to tell. I guarantee you she's got some follicles. And she's a little asshole, so I'm going to make sure she doesn't snag me. But she's one of those hide dwellers, you know, just one of those snakes that you wish didn't like the hides, but they do. So let's see what we have here. Make sure she's straight as I can get her. Probably somewhere around there. Yeah, there's some follicles up there. It's hard to see. Yeah, she's got some. Probably looks like around, let's say 5 to 7 millimeters. Just starting out for sure. I'm going to check her clutch part here in just a second. But as you see right there on the screen, it's kind of hard to tell maybe from your angle, but that's definitely follicles right there. Those little black dots. She's got a good handful of them. Like I said, she's just now starting out building. And she usually takes a little bit longer because she doesn't really go on the cold side of the tub like some of these other girls. Some of these other girls will completely just immerse themselves on the cold side of the tub. And, you know, it just helps them build a little bit quicker from what I've learned. But this girl, I guarantee, I'm almost 100% sure this girl will lay a clutch this season again, but she'll be slow. You know, she's not going to just all of a sudden pop up and have 30 millimeters. You know, she's going to be one of those animals that takes 2 to 3 locks, you know, probably another 3 to 4 months, and then she's going to ovulate. So that being said, that's good there. I'm going to try this season. I'm going to try, fingers crossed, that I can get the yellow belly spot nose stranger het clown posset monsoon to her, because, I mean, you're talking right here. She proves het clown. You're talking a yellow belly spot nose stranger black pastel clown, 100% het pied and posset monsoon. I mean, that's something that I don't even want to know what that would look like. It would look insane. But even if she doesn't prove het clown, you know, you hit the Algina, you got a yellow belly spot nose stranger black pastel, and it's 100% het pied, then you can test for the het clown because the male is het clown. You know, so then all of a sudden maybe you hit a Algina that is a double het. And then also posset monsoon because, and what we've seen before, or what we think now, that male is probably going to prove het monsoon. You know, so if he does, that means all of his babies are going to be posset monsoon, which is crazy, you know. So I'm excited for that clutch. I'm going to be honest, that may be the most, you know, crazy clutch. Ken says, oh yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, I know people, well, you know, I'm sure you've heard, some of these big guys, which, I mean, I agree, it definitely depends on the female, but some of these big guys, they will completely give their females a rest for a season, which I'm a firm believer in. If your snake is wanting to go, she's going to go. You're never going to force your snake to have eggs, okay? They may build follicles just like that Inchy DG this season. She built follicles all the way up to 15 or 18 millimeters, But then she realized, hey, I can't fertilize a clutch. It's not going to happen. She reabsorbed. Same thing with that. You can have a female that's got just builds, you know, all the way up to 30 millimeters plus. If you don't breed her or pair her unless it's partho, she's not going to have the clutch. You know, so it's the same thing with that. She can definitely build follicles, 100%. I mean, most of these females that I'm showing you guys have not been paired yet, and they're well over, 10, 15 millimeters. And this is early in the season for me. So, I mean, there's 100% they can build follicles without being paired, and they can build and they can reabsorb follicles without being paired. I mean, like I said, you give a female a year off, she's going to build follicles. It's going to happen. Now, whether or not you want to give her a year or breed her, again, my personal opinion, if a female wants to go and can produce eggs, she's going to produce. So I'm going to breed my females because I know my snakes eat well. I'm going to breed my females every single season unless I know personally, hey, this girl is not eating. I'm not even going to worry about stressing her. It's just one of those things. It's all how you know your snakes. And that's why I just told you in the previous clip, me this season, I know the snakes. I'm dialed in because I have this ultrasound. Again, you need one if you're gonna breed. And I'm in here every day, multiple times a day, before work and after work, looking at the snakes. And you gotta understand your snakes. I'm telling you, it's simple, but you have to. I mean, you can't say you're a snake breeder or a breeder in general unless you know your animals. That's just how it is. So to answer your question, yes, they can build and they can reabsorb without even being paired. But pairing them helps them kind of jumpstart the process. And for me anyway, when I pair a snake like these girls that I'm showing you that are 10 millimeters, 15 millimeters, when I pair them for that first time, they're usually going to get paired. They're going to lock for two to 3 days. They're going to come out and they're going to go berserk on the food. They're going to take two ASF a week for the next probably 4 weeks. And that's going to jump them from that 15 probably to that 30. And that's why pairing is so important if you can pair. Now, if your male's going to 7 females and you have to be really, really precise with it, you can't do that because like with this stranger here, this pastel cypress stranger het puzzle, he doesn't like to eat after a lock. So for us, we have to make sure that we optimize his pairings. We can't just throw him to a female every single week because he may not eat again. And I don't want to breed him to death. You don't want to, stress him out to where he passes away. It's all a very, very fine line, which you'll understand when you keep breeding. Like I said, this is my 3rd season. I'm not a pro by any means, but I know my animals. Like somebody came in here and you pointed at a snake, I can tell you exactly what she's done for the past 3 to 4 weeks. And I can tell you just in my personal opinion, what I think she's going to have follicle-wise. It's just because you know your animals. So that being said, that's all of the quote-unquote adults. That's the 70 series tubs. I don't really want to check anybody else. I'm not really worried about them. They could be going, but again, I don't really have a male for the DG Clown stuff right now, so I'm not even going to worry about it. You know what? I will, just for shits and giggles. She just pooped and shed. But we're going to test this girl just in case. So this is the pastel red stripe het monsoon girl. We have yet to prove her 100% het monsoon. Bought her as a het monsoon. She didn't come with papers, came from a quote-unquote reputable guy. We had 7 eggs last season. It was a Bumblebee Mojave het monsoon to this girl. And, like I said, sometimes you miss the odds. So that being said, we're going to try to pair her this season. She's going to go to the Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger Het Clown Paw Set Monsoon. I'm just going to check her and see. She laid a very healthy clutch. She's put on all of her size, probably a little bit bigger than she was. And, and as far as learning, I'm a student of the game. If somebody calls me up, I can always learn something from somebody. And that's the way you progress in everything. I've learned that. Me being 24, I've learned that in business ventures. I've learned that in just the snakes. I've learned that everything. You have to be willing to listen. If you can't listen to people, you're never going to learn. It's just one of those things. Everybody's always got a good opinion. Whether or not you want to take it after the fact they talk about it, that's up to you. But it's always good to hear people out. So that being said, always trying to learn. And that's what I recommend everybody do as much as they can. Let's focus on this girl. See if she's got anything. I don't think so, but she could have some really small ones. Oh, wow. I think she's got some. pretty sure those are follicles right there. Those are actually some good follicles. I mean, nothing crazy, but probably around 6 to 8 millimeters up there. So more than I thought she had, honestly. I'm being straight up. I didn't think she had anything. But it looks like she definitely does have a few follicles. So, like I said, back again, always good to check your females. Even if you think she's not going to have them, you never know. If she's been pounding food and, you know, eating consistently and all that goodness, she may have follicles. And again, she has them. So I'm going to have to clean her after we get done with this live. I'm not going to worry about wasting your guys' time there. But she will be cleaned here shortly. I had to go through all the adults because we have some sheds in here that I need to pull as well. So, like I said, that's all the adult, quote-unquote, girls, all the 70 series. We're going to check a few girls over here that are in the 55-40s that are still adults, but not as big, obviously. This girl is peed in her tub. I'm going to clean her. And I know she's got some follicles, but she just doesn't have a male, so that's the sucky part. When you know your females are building and you don't have a male for them, you know, messes up your plans. I'm gonna have to pick up a male for the DG Clown project. I just don't have one. I've got one double het, but it's not a very nice double het, so probably gonna end up listing him or just giving him away and looking for a nice either visual het, double het, or DG Clown combo that's got a little bit of size. So if any of you guys have anything, be sure to, go ahead and send it to my DM. I looked on Morph Market, man. I really want a DG Clown combo, you know, and I really just don't want to spend the money right now because we spent a lot of money this season, and it's just going on one of those things. I'm gonna have to figure something out if I don't want to spend the money. So let's see. This girl was a Mojave Het Desert Ghost Pos Het Cryptic. So her sister of the clutch proved Het Cryptic. She actually went for him last season, I think, or this year, I guess. And we're gonna see. She's got some follicles, very small though. You see them up there in the corner, little dots along the spine. I'll take that because her building slow means that I got a little bit of time. Man, I would Celtic, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I've talked to Delonte at Distinct Reptiles. He has a Super OD double het DG Clown male that's an adult that he was like, you know, talking about sending down, but I don't know. I really don't. I just don't know what I want to do, to be honest. I mean, you know, I want to do that, but then again, I've got this season we have, let me check. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 adult het, either visual het or double het DG Clown females that are all to size, all building follicles. And as much as I want to collab with somebody, I'm sitting here thinking, if that male has to take all those because I don't pick up another male, you know, that's half. Let's just say 5 go. Let's say 5 females go out of the 9. Realistically, you know, that means 5 clutches. I'm gonna have to split average 6 eggs. That means I'm gonna lose out on, you know, 15 plus eggs. You know, that I could have probably had DG Clowns in if I would have just spent the $700 to $1,000 on a nice double het. You know, so. I don't know. It's one of those things, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles, and I may end up just saying, go ahead and send him down, or may send him down, and I may just be like, nah, you know what, I'm going to send him back. I picked up a male. I don't know yet. I can't tell you, but I'm just letting you guys know. Sometimes you have to look at it like, okay, spend, again, $1,000, pick up a male, or, you know, possibly lose, you know, $30,000 on snakes because, you know, you got to think 30 eggs, double het to double het. Let's just say you hit 3 or 4 out of 30 eggs. 3 or 4, DG Clown, all the females I would hold back. A male DG Clown, you know, nothing crazy, probably 3 to 4 grand. You know, that's still missing out on probably 20 grand. Whereas it would be beneficial for me to pick up, you know, a male. Yeah, I would, Ken, you know, it's smart, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things that I'm probably going to end up buying a proven male when I do, and I'll just have to be really careful and make sure that I don't overbreed him and kind of just space him out. You know, if he ends up going off food and I can't lock him to only 2 or 3 females, then I'll just wait until the females are over 25 millimeters, try to do the one lock method. May not get a clutch out, but who knows, you know. It's one of these things that kind of snuck up on me. Wasn't planning on doing it, and so I may just have to work with what I got to work with. Now this girl, super excited about her here. This is probably one of my favorite pairings this season if she decides to go. High OD Fire Clown. Wicked snake. She's a Aussie sire, so the male that produced this female was a direct line from the High OD Aussie side of things. I think it was a High OD Fire Het Clown that produced her to an Inchy Clown. Picked her up on a trade, and she is an absolute beast. I mean, a beast. So, that being said, I think she's starting to build a little bit of some follicles, but we're going to check her out. This could be the craziest pairing for me of the season. I'm going to pair her to the Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger Het Clown Posse Monsoon Boy. Hopefully hit the, you know, would be crazy to hit the High OD Fire Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger Clown and Posse Monsoon. Be freaking wicked. So, again, this could be my nicest pairing. She's a beast. So we're going to see if she's starting building. She didn't have anything 2 weeks ago, but like I said, you've seen already in this live, things change. Sometimes animals want to go, and we're on their schedule. They're not on ours. You know, if you have your setup dialed in, we're literally just waiting on them. That's all we're doing. Nothing we can do is going to speed up the process. So, easy mother. Yeah, she's got some right there. It's hard to see, but just because she's turned. There's follicles right there. So she's got some follicles. I mean, some pretty decent ones, honestly. Let's see if I can get her in a better position. God, I hate doing this by myself. It's like impossible. At least I think I was seeing follicles. Not even seeing shit. She could have a few, but I'm going to just say probably not. I'm not going to worry about pairing her up anytime soon. I'm going to let her do her thing. Again, you don't have to pair these snakes. I think I saw some follicles. Not sure. Like I said, if she has any, they're going to be really small because she hasn't really been on the cold side. She's just kind of been lingering in the middle of the tub. And she's still eating. She hasn't decided to take the hiatus off of food. So I think she's just now getting going. But again, that's still really, really awesome that she's to size and probably going to have a chance to breed this season. So exciting there. Let's see here. I'm really not even going to worry about ultrasounding any of the other double het DG Clown females because even if they're there, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's just, it's one of those deals. I say that, but we're going to ultrasound this girl. The other girls I'm not too worried about because they're really kind of off food, so I think they're going to be waiting on a lock. But this girl right here is a pastel fire double het DG Clown. She's a beast. She came from the same trade that High OD girl came through, and there's another sister that I'll show you here in a second that came from that trade. She's a beast. She's been on the cold side of the tub for a little while. We'll see what we got here. All right, Mama. Come on. I know you don't like me. What's new? No. I need you to stay still for like 10 seconds. Well, she's got some follicles for sure. She's got some, but they're all scattered around. She's got a lot of shit still in there. You guys can see on the ultrasound. Hard to tell, but she's got some follicles in there. right in there. Yeah, right there. They're just small though. So, like I said, not really worried about her. She goes. You know, again, the DG Clown Project. I've got a lot of females this season, but didn't really plan for a male because we spent all of our money on monsoon and other things this year. So I'm not really super worried about it. If I find a male, if Delonte ends up shipping down the male, the super OD double het male, you know, I decide to use him, or if I decide to go on and buy a male, I'll probably just wait until the females are over 25 millimeters to start pairing. It's not optimal. You're not going to have the best results that way, but one of those things that sometimes it just happens. You know, you don't have the money to spend on the project, you know, for the next season, and you're just going to have to work with what you can get a hold of, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do. You know, it's just one of those things. Let's see, we're going to do one more girl here, and then I'm going to head back up to the house. So this is the sister to the High OD Fire Clown. She's a High OD Inchy Het Clown. So I'm very excited to have two High OD animals in my collection. One of the things I slept on, I'm going to tell you two of the genes I slept on getting into this, which I don't recommend, is OD, which I didn't really want regular OD. I want High OD, so I slept on that. I've still got, you know, I've got two girls now, but I slept on that first, and I also slept on Hypo, which now, of course, you know, we have some females. We picked up two awesome girls from Kyle. One of them just shed, which is freaking awesome. She looks amazing. Look at those colors on that girl. So to the left, we have a Russo Hypo Het Clown. The right, we have a Yellow Belly Hypo Het Clown. She looks amazing. Wow. But anyway, we just picked these girls up. And I think the what's it called? Video is out right now. I'm pretty sure it took forever to get it uploaded. So I didn't really do a premiere like I usually do. I'm pretty sure the video is out now. If you guys want to go look at it when you're done, appreciate it. Like I said, it's kind of a last second video. Didn't want to wait too long. I don't have any bongo Celtic. Not really into it. I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but I'm just not going to buy into a codom or a dominant without having a recessive project backing it. And right now I haven't really seen anything that we need. I mean, the monsoon project is done for us. The puzzle project just needs a male. We need a separate male, so a backup male, you know, like a visual puzzle. We need that. The Ultramel Clown project for us is done for this season. The Hypo project is done for this season. What else? I mean, the Clown project's done because we picked up that Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger Het Clown Boy. You know, that Clown project's done. So really everything here is done besides a few males. So I'm not really worried about picking up any new genes per se, but I do like it. I've seen it. Looks good. You know, like I said, you just kind of really have to dial in what you want to do. And sometimes you can't just go out and buy jeans just because they look good. Trust me, I would love to have Lace. I would love to have Hurricane, you know, some of these things, but it doesn't work right now for us, and I'm not going to go out and spend money on something that it doesn't work with. You know, we're hitting monsoon clown hard. We're hitting the puzzle stuff hard. We're hitting the Ultramel Clown stuff hard. And unless I see that, you know, in there, yeah, no, I agree, Ken. He's got some. Hey, good pickup, Celtic. I'm telling you, you need the puzzle. Puzzle's hot. But yeah, Ken's about that High OD, his line. I love it. Yeah, he's just way too expensive. I saw a High OD puzzle male that he had listed that was a pretty good size. I'm just not spending that money. And on top of that, we don't want a het puzzle now because we're tired of producing pos hets, you know. Yeah, man. Hey, Ken, if you got some, dude, like I said, I'm 100% down for trades and doing things with, you know, people that support the channel and all that. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that, you know, some of you guys have some awesome stuff that I want, and, you know, maybe you see something here that I want, or that you want, sorry, and have no problems with working trades in the future, especially once I get my quarantine room up, because we definitely, at this point in time, we have to quarantine everything, even if it comes from Justin. You know, we need to quarantine it because we've just got too much money in this snake room to be messing around with even the slightest bit of stuff. So I should have my quarantine room up and going probably early year. So again, this season, you guys see something that you want, and you know, let's just say we produce something, you're like, hey, look, I want that. Or if there's a snake that we end up saying on the video that I'm going to put for sale, hit me up on Instagram, comment on the video, shoot me a message. I think I've got my number on the YouTube stuff. Shoot me a text. Let's work a deal. I mean, I'm 100% interested in getting some more, you know, things into some projects. So that being said, let's go ahead and ultrasound this last girl. See if she's got anything. She's been pounding food as well, so. Girl, I'm gonna need you to relax, okay? I'm gonna need you to chill. You're the last female. Come on, just give me a break. Give me a break. You're not gonna give me a break. God. Having somebody to help would be immaculate. She may have something, but I don't think much. I'm gonna just say nothing as of now. She may have some really small follicles. I've never seen her on the cold side of the tub, so wasn't expecting much. She's still pounding food. So I'm gonna just say, as of peace of mind right now, we're gonna just say that she doesn't have anything. So give her another 2 weeks and we'll ultrasound her. Check and see what she's got. Again, this was probably the last girl. Let's see, picked up that special inchy lace head clown boy. I have a lace. She's looking super. Hold on. I have a bladeless clown female. She's looking up super pastel head. Oh yeah, that's nice. We're looking to get into sunset as well. So any of you guys have sunset lace? Obviously, you want to get into that. We're definitely looking to add sunset this next season. That's 100% going to happen. Like, especially if we do well on the monsoon and puzzle and we make some money, we're going to reinvest into sunset, probably some lace, probably some more ultramil, because I think we're going to take the ultramil stuff into the clown pied project. Either that or we're going to take the sunset into the clown pied project. So if you guys, again, you have anything that you see that we have in future videos and you're like, look, you know, I want that. You know, you can obviously reach out. We'll give you a deal. Any of the subscribers or any people that watch the videos are going to get a deal. I've told you guys before, we're working on the Patreon. I'm probably not going to actually like put the Patreon up for grabs until the start of the season, until we start having eggs on the ground, because at the end of the day, I want to have, you know, animals flowing in and out for you guys to be able to buy if you're actually interested in the Patreon. So definitely going to wait on that. Yeah, no, 100%. But like I said, I mean, you know, you guys have any projects that you have that, you know, we may be interested in or you hear me talk about and you see an animal that you like, reach out, Instagram, shoot me a text, comment on the video. Happily, you know, we can happily sit down on a phone call and talk about some particulars. Like I said, Patreon, we're going to do some awesome deals on Patreon. I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane. Patreon's going to be wicked. I mean, I'm going to probably put a picture in the community thing here next week, what I've come up with. But I mean, we're talking 3 to 4 giveaways a year. We're talking once or twice a year you guys can win a giveaway to fly down to Texas or meet us at a show, help us win a show. Talking about like up to 30% discounts on almost everything that we put out. Private group chat on you know, we're not going to do Discord. I'm not really a fan of Discord. Private group chat on you know, iMessage or text message, whatever. Weekly calls, you know, the whole 9 yards. We're going to do everything. And then on top of that, the biggest thing is everything that you spend on the Patreon in the future is going to be brought back to you in as far like in what would you call it, like store credit. So it's like how Miguel does his, you know, where you buy a tier, everything at the end of the year you get to use towards a snake. So let's just say the tier is $50. You spent $50 for 12 months. You're going to get, you know, 50 times 12 back in your bank account to buy whatever snakes you want, or just roll it over to the next year. So that being said, a lot of cool stuff coming there. Just figured I'd mention it. But I think that's going to be the video, guys. I think we had some really awesome females here. If that proves anything to you guys, you need to buy the ultrasound. 100,000%. Spend the money if you've got it. If you're on the verge of buying another snake or buying an ultrasound, buy the ultrasound. 100%. Do it. You know, it's just, I can't even explain how awesome it is to have an ultrasound, especially when you have females that you don't know if they're going to go or not. So that being said, oh, Hurricane Black Pastel X Puzzle, that's a nice pairing there. I mean, you're talking, you hit a Hurricane Black Pastel Het Puzzle. Ooh, it's nice. Hit me up if you do that. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys joining in on this really random live stream. I'm going to be trying to do these things a lot more in the future. And like I said, we got lots of cool stuff coming. As you see, made a giant mess over here. That's what happens when you're a one-man operation. So one of those things, guys. again, thanks for coming out. Stay tuned. Go watch the video if you want to. It should be up right now. And we'll see you on the next live, guys. Thank you all for joining. Have a good one. Peace.